Hello and welcome to Child Development. This video will introduce you to the structure of your course so that we know what to expect throughout the semester. You've all experienced your own childhoods and may have watched your own or other people's children grow as well. And my hope is that by the end of the course, you'll be able to see and interpret these experiences through a scientific lens. I hope that you will also learn the scientific approach to evaluate information about child development and psychology in general. Although this course is listed as face-to-face because of the current COVID situation and in order to facilitate social distancing, this will be a hybrid course. This means that you will come to class one day a week and the other days you will do the assigned coursework independently or do a synchronous online activity. This video will introduce you to the course, Moodle, and the format and expectations. So to start with, this is our Moodle page. It's organized by week. But this first section covers all the basics that you'll need throughout the course, so you'll want to check back with it frequently. If you have questions, I've got my contact information and office hours here. I'm happy to talk to you during these times in person or on Zoom. Zoom is my preference because I think it's easier without having a mask, but we can arrange either way. You can also contact me via email with questions or concerns or to schedule a different time to meet. I also strongly encourage you to sign up for our class on the Remind app, so that you can receive text reminders and it will also send you notifications about any class changes. Okay, so in terms of course format, as I mentioned, we're going to be going with a hybrid course format, which means you'll only need to attend class in person one day per week. So Group A, who are people with the last names that start with A through K, will attend class on Mondays, and Group B, people with last names that are L through Z, will attend class on Wednesdays. The classes on Monday and Wednesday will be identical. Because our first week starts on Wednesday, Group B is going to attend this coming Wednesday and Group A will attend on Friday. You'll have readings and videos to watch on the day that you're not in class. And then after our first week of classes on Friday, you'll do a synchronous discussion forum on Padlet during class time, but do not need to come in person. When you are in class, you're required to wear a mask covering your nose and mouth, regardless of vaccination status. I also ask that you socially distance, which should be possible as we will only be at half capacity. If you are sick, please do not come to class. Let me know and we can work something else out. I ask that you do your best to stick to your assigned day of coming to class in order to ensure that the class is evenly distributed across Mondays and Wednesdays. But if something comes up and you need to change, let me know and we can work something out. Okay, so back to information on Moodle. I've got the syllabus here, which you need to read carefully. I'd encourage you to print it out or save a copy so you always have a copy where you can find it. And this is what it looks like. I'll go over it generally here, but you should read it more carefully on your own. I've got my contact information. Email is the best way to contact me, and I'll respond to emails within the week, during the week within 24 hours, but I don't check my email on weekends. So the syllabus also has course descriptions and goals, as well as the textbook information. We have a textbook that will be essential to presenting a lot of the content, but there's also a lot of additional resources, readings, and short videos on Moodle that'll serve as examples of what the book is discussing. Because a large portion of the class is online, it's also essential that you have access to the internet, and you'll also need your iPad or some other device to connect. And note that I recommend using the internet browser, not the Moodle app, to connect to the course. The app has a series of accessibility issues. I have information about connecting via email and Zoom, and I'll also send out reminders on the Remind app, which I mentioned before. You'll also, for this class, need a free Padlet account. You need to make sure that you have the account set up using your first and last name so that I can identify you for this class. And I've got step-by-step instructions here. Let me know if you have questions or issues. If you're experiencing trouble in the course, come see me. We've got a lot of material to cover, and a good bit of it is covered independently. But please remember to use the time that you are not in class to do classwork. This is not just one class a week and that's it. You have a lot of work that you need to do independently, and you have class time set aside to do that. Okay, in terms of course evaluation, 10% of your grade is class participation, which includes attendance and engagement when you're in class. 25% is class assignments, most of which will be posted on Padlet by Friday at 9 a.m. So you're going to have to prepare for the assignment and post it on Padlet by Friday at 9 a.m. And then during our class times on Friday, you'll respond to other people's posts and have a synchronous discussion. Next, 15% of your grade will be reaction papers, which are reflections on reading an empirical research paper, and you'll do 3 of these over the course of the semester. And then an additional 35% of your grade will be tests. So you'll have 7 tests, roughly 1 every other week, which assess the content from the book, as well as videos and other resources on Moodle and in class. And the tests will be multiple choice and due Sundays at 11:55 p.m. Finally, 15% of your grade will be your final paper. So in your paper, you will scientifically evaluate one piece of advice for parents from books, popular media, or on the internet. So you'll need to select one source for parenting or teaching advice, things like breastfeeding, sleep, attachment parenting, things like that, and find a related psychological literature to guide your critical evaluation of the source. More detail will be provided on Moodle and in class, and components of your paper will be due throughout the semester. Also, please be sure to familiarize yourself with the student expectations and course policies. Again, you're required to wear face coverings while you're in class, but if you're sick or have been exposed to COVID, please contact me via email and we'll make some other arrangements. Please do not come to class in person. I realize that the pandemic is ongoing. If you're sick or caring for someone who's sick or affected by the pandemic in some way, please come talk to me and I'm happy to make accommodations. Okay, finally, the last thing in the syllabus is probably the most important, which is the course schedule. So for each week, you'll have readings and or videos to complete on the day that you're not attending class. Again, group A will come to class on Monday and group B will come to class on Wednesday, with the exception of the first week. Then you'll have the Padlet assignment, which you'll need to post by the start of class on Friday, and then use class time to engage and respond to other people's posts on Friday from 9 to 9:50. And then roughly every other week, you'll have a test or final project assignment that is due on Sunday. It's your responsibility to use this schedule to keep track of the deadline. So please put this in your calendar. Okay, so for this week, as previously mentioned, Group B, which is last names L through Z, will attend class on Wednesday in SMIDI 109. Group A, which is last names A through K, will attend on Friday. Again, if you're feeling sick, please do not come to class and contact me via email instead. On the day that you're not scheduled to come to class this week, please spend the time reviewing your syllabus, reading chapter 1, watching these additional videos. We will practice the Padlet assignment in class, but you won't have an individual assignment for this first week. Next week, we'll get on the more regular schedule with Group A coming on Monday, Group B coming on Wednesday. Your initial Padlet post will be due Friday at 9 a.m. You'll discuss the Padlet during class time on Friday online, and then you'll have a test on Sunday. So that's the basic structure of how the class will work. If you have any questions, please contact me via email, and I look forward to meeting with you.